So if you were the president, would you call the speaker and say, you know, tone it down? Is that something that you would suggest that he do?
Absolutely. And if I were the president, I'd say, you know, yeah, you're right. We moved too fast. We did not do a bipartisan approach as I had promised to do. And we're going to back up and we're going to do this right now. But we didn't hear that last night. We didn't hear that again today. So I don't think that it's kind of in their political DNA to even arrive at that point of being able to back up, be gracious about it, be humble about it, be sensible about it. And I'm talking about Reid, Pelosi, and President Obama.
Do you see a practical, a realistic possibility of compromise with the two parties coming together on some of these great issues? And do you sense any political will on either side to do so?
No and no. I think he has not learned. I think he has not changed. I think he remains an ideologue, and I don't see a pivot.
The State of the Union address did not help. There was a lot of lecturing, a lot of finger pointing, and obviously it wasn't just to the opposition party in, I think, President Obama's mind, but, you know, there's finger pointing to and against the Supreme Court justices who were there in the audience, and to the American public, with kind of a condescending tone there coming from the White House that made us feel like we're not intelligent enough to have understood what the president was trying to explain about health care, when in reality, no, we understand that 1/6 of our economy being enveloped by government is something that we do not want. We don't want government takeover of our healthcare system. That's what we have been saying, but the president still disconnected, not getting it.
The State of the Union address, he explains healthcare and saying, well, this is a very complex bill, and he didn't explain it enough. He gave 29 speeches on healthcare. It's a condescending idea that somehow the electorate, truck-driving, God, the clinging electorate, doesn't understand the complexities and sophistication of this new liberal agenda. He has to explain it. It's not that. It was rejected. It wasn't that it was misunderstood. And that's why I think he doesn't get it.
How are jobs going to be created when you talk about cap and tax, which is taxing energy, which will prohibit more developments across our nation? When you talk about the second jobs bill, which is a stimulus bill, more spending, which is going to require tax increases to pay for these things. How in the world is that going to help the middle class? How will that help job creation?
Again, it was health care, it was education, federalizing college education, and energy. He said he wants a climate bill after all of this. And of course, at the center, as you said, in the first half was what is a stimulus package. He calls it now, it's renamed. It's called the jobs bill. He understood that the PR last year wasn't smart. In jobs, he had a stimulus last year, he's having another one this year,